In the forgotten corners of darkness, within the labyrinths of the unknown that many dare not tread, lie truths that surpass logic and secrets, that challenge the very fabric of what we consider reality. Welcome to the realm beyond perception. I am Rovan Yasser, your guide on this journey to uncover the veils of the unseen. A world where truth proves stranger than fiction. At this hour, we delve into the files of darkness, exploring mysteries and secrets that blur the lines between the familiar and the unfathomable. We are not here to spread fear, but to confront it with knowledge. Nor are we here to perpetuate myths, but to separate fact from fiction. In every episode, we will bring you true stories of enigmatic events, open long-sealed files, travel to places many fear to tread, and speak to those who have encountered experiences that defy our understanding of the world. These are not mere tales for entertainment, but a quest for the truth, no matter how terrifying. So, are you ready to face what lies hidden in the darkness? Do you have the courage to peer beyond the veil? If your answer is yes, then welcome to Secrets Yet to Be Unveiled. Our topic today is about a mysterious village that sparks the curiosity of many. Its story wavers between reality and fiction, dating back to the 1950s. Whenever the topic of supernatural and unexplained phenomena arises, the name of this village resurfaces. A village that disappeared with its landmarks and inhabitants. Its events are strange, terrifying, and mysterious, remaining without explanation. The story gained significant fame and became widely known in American society, even beyond its borders. So what's the story? Let's uncover the details together. The story begins at exactly 3:22 a.m. on the morning of August 7/90/52. The police received an official report about an earthquake, measuring 7.9 on the Richter scale, with its epicenter in Kansas, specifically in the town of Ashley. An earthquake of this magnitude was felt not only in Kansas, but across all American states. Local authorities rushed to the earthquake's epicenter, and here came the shocking discovery. There was no trace of Ashley, but that wasn't the only strange thing. They found a massive crater emitting flames, approximately 1 kilometer long and half a kilometer wide. As for its depth, it couldn't be measured with the tools available at that time. Even more bizarre, all communication with Ashley had been cut off a day before the earthquake occurred. The terror and mystery didn't end there. Are you ready to learn the rest of the events? If so, let's dive deeper into the story. 12 days after the earthquake, local authorities halted their search for the 679 residents of Ashley and declared them all deceased. But the story doesn't end there. Just days after announcing the deaths, another earthquake struck the area, again with a magnitude of 7.9 on the Richter scale. And where do you think the epicenter was this time? Yes, it was in Ashley. But this time, the deep chasm created by the first earthquake had completely closed, as if nothing had ever happened, taking with it the secrets of what occurred. This is not the end of the story. If anything, it's just the beginning. Investigations revealed that the 8 days leading up to the first earthquake were filled with strange, terrifying, and unexplained events. Given that Ashley was a small town with a low population, it didn't have its own police station. As a result, all the reports from those 8 days were recorded at the police station in Hayes, a nearby town. Here's how the events unfolded according to Ashley's residents. A small gap appeared in the sky, gradually expanding until it covered the entire town. Strangely, none of the residents in neighboring towns saw this gap. It seemed exclusive to the people of Ashley. Due to the increasing calls to the police station, authorities decided to send Officer Alan Mace to investigate these reports. The only road leading to Ashley was a single, straightforward path with no branches or detours. However, according to records between Alan and his colleagues at the station, he reported feeling lost. Despite the impossibility of losing his way on such a direct road, even more bizarre, he claimed the road seemed to stretch endlessly. And eventually, he found himself back at his starting point, the police station. This phenomenon defied all logic. It would have been as if Alan had traveled around the entire globe to return to his starting point. A feat impossible within just a few hours. His colleagues initially suspected that he was either confused or under the influence of substances, so they sent another officer to verify the situation. But the second officer experienced the exact same phenomenon. The police then decided to send 10 patrol cars simultaneously. Surprisingly, all of them returned to their starting point, just like the previous cases. In a final attempt, they deployed a helicopter. However, even the helicopter failed to reach Ashley. The mystery deepened. Residents began reporting that entire families were disappearing, despite no one entering or leaving the town. They also claimed that the town was engulfed in complete darkness, as if the sun had never risen. The strangest reports involved children speaking to long-deceased relatives. Shockingly, these conversations seemed to occur naturally, as if the deceased were present in the children's lives. All 217 children in Ashley vanished without a trace. Simultaneously, reports came in about flames descending from the pitch-black sky, turning the darkness into shades of red and orange. Yet only Ashley's residents could see these flames. In his report, the officer stated that the road to the town seemed to stretch endlessly. In the end, he found himself back at his starting point, the police station. This could only happen if the officer had somehow traveled around the entire globe to return.
But how could that happen in just a few short hours? His colleagues at the police station assumed he was either lost or under the influence of some substance. So they sent another officer to investigate, but the same thing happened to him. The police decided to send 10 patrol cars simultaneously. Can you imagine what happened? Yes, nothing changed. Each patrol car returned to its starting point, just like the others. Next, the police sent a helicopter, but even the helicopter couldn't reach the town. Meanwhile, reports from the town's residents increased. This time, they claimed an entire family had vanished from the town. Investigations confirmed that no one had entered or left Ashley, making the disappearance even more mysterious. Residents also reported that the town was in complete darkness, as if the sun had never risen. The reports grew stranger by the day. Some residents said that children in the town were speaking with long-deceased relatives. What was truly bizarre was that these conversations were not imagined or symbolic. The children were interacting with the deceased as if they were physically present. Things escalated even further. The 217 children disappeared entirely without leaving any trace. Then came the strangest report of all. Residents described flames descending from the black sky to the ground, illuminating the darkness in shades of red and orange. Yet only the residents of Ashley could see these flames. No one in neighboring areas reported anything similar. This entire story seems beyond belief. It feels like something out of a science fiction movie. But this account has been mentioned in multiple sources and police reports. Let's continue with the story and uncover more details to seek the truth. As the reports to the police station increased, residents claimed that everyone who had disappeared over the past days had returned. But there was a chilling twist. The returned individuals were not just the living, but also the dead. These people, both alive and deceased, began knocking on doors, and whoever opened their door saw their house engulfed in massive flames, with fire reaching all the way to the black gap in the sky. The last recorded call from Ashley came from a woman who said, "They've all returned. They're walking the streets. My son, who passed away 3 years ago, is roaming outside. He's on fire." The woman's voice cut off, followed by the sound of shattering glass and a child's voice calling, "I found you, Mom." Truly terrifying. After that day, the police station received no further calls from Ashley until the earthquake struck. And here, the story ends. Now, I'll share with you some of the opinions of those who claim this story is fabricated. The final decision on whether to believe it or not is yours, dear listener. The officer reported that the road leading to the town seemed to stretch endlessly. In the end, he found himself back at his starting point, the police station.
Hello, police department. Hello?
Yes, hello?
Ma'am, who am I speaking with?
My name is April. April Foster. Please, sir, Please help me.
What is happening, ma'am?
Last night they came back.
Ma'am, I'm going to need you to...
Last night they came back!
Ma'am, I'm going to need you to calm down and speak clearly. What happened? Who came back?
Everyone.
Everyone?
They all came in the fire.
What do you mean, everyone?
My son. I saw my son last night. He was walking down the street. He was burned. Jesus Christ, he was burned.
Ma'am,
He died last year. I raised him since he was a baby. He was just me and him. I told him to watch for cars when he rode his bike, but he never wanted to listen.
Ma'am, what you're saying isn't making any sense. You said everyone
Are you
came back?
fucking listening to me? Everyone! Everyone came back. Everyone who died or went missing, they're back. And they're looking for us.
Ma'am,
He said, Mommy, I'm okay now. See? I can walk again. Where are you, Mommy? I want to see you.
ma'am, where are you now? Are you safe?
I'm hiding, just like everyone else. We saw them coming through the fields, and some people opened their doors from the gods screaming.
The truth behind Ashley Town. Although the story is captivating and terrifying, evidence suggests that it is not real. Here are some facts that clarify this. 1. Lack of official records. There are no official or historical records indicating the existence of a town called Ashley in Kansas. If the town were real and disappeared in such a manner, there would be official reports and government documents regarding the disaster. 2. No earthquake recorded during that period. According to U.S. Geological Survey records, no earthquake with a magnitude of 7.9 was recorded in Kansas or nearby areas in 1952. 3. Origin of the story. The tale of Ashley Town traces back to internet forums in the early 2000s, where it was shared as a fictional horror story. Later, the story spread through platforms like Reddit and Creepypasta, which are well known for publishing fictional stories. 4. Narrative style. The story falls under the genre of fictional horror tales, which often rely on elements like supernatural phenomena, time rifts, and eerie communication. This style is common in fictional literature and not based on real events. Why the story spread? The tale of Ashley Town became popular because it sparks people's curiosity and plays on their fear of the unknown. The elements in the story, such as the disappearance of an entire town and the return of the dead, captivate readers by blending horror and mystery. Moreover, the internet played a significant role in spreading the story, as it was presented in ways that gave it a realistic touch. Some even created audio recordings or fake reports to support the story, making it appear more credible. Episode conclusion. This brings us to the end of the story. Now I'd like to know your opinion, dear viewers. Do you believe that Ashley Town is real? Or is it just a fabricated tale? We'll look forward to reading your answers in the comments. Presented by Rofin Yasser, your guide on the channel secrets yet to be revealed. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'd like to invite you all to support us by subscribing to the channel and liking the video. Stay safe, and see you soon in another episode.